Wimborne Town eased to a 2-0 win over Thatcham Town at Cuthbury today on a bumpy pitch that wasn't best suited to good flowing football. Manager Steve Cuss sprang a bit of a surprise by naming George Webb at right back, but the good news was Mark Gamble up front was restored to the starting lineup after his injury, and he played in a front line alongside Matt Kemble, James Stocco, Jamie Davidson, Sam Griffin, John Blake in the midfield. Wimborne had the best of the opening exchanges, but it took them till 41 minutes to get on the score sheet. Jamie Davidson took the ball into the box, and his square ball to Matt Kemble was met with a shot which the keeper parried out, but there was Sam Griffin to volley the ball back past the keeper. Fittingly for Sam, my player of the match. He had a super first half. So 1-0 at the interval, and Wimborne clearly the better team in that first half. Second half started with Wimborne looking as if they were about to add to their goals. 49 minutes, George Webb charged down a clearance and his right foot shot curled just past the far post. Super effort from George. And then the Thatcham keeper made a really good save 5 minutes later from Jamie Davidson after Mark Gamble had been set free down the left. It looked like a goal was coming, and come it did on 74 minutes when a clear hand ball in the area was spotted by the ref. He pointed to the spot, Mark Gamble did the needful, and after that it was 2-0, and it never really looked like a way back for Thatcham. In fact, Wimborne could and probably should have added to their tally, but for some heroics in the visitors' goal. And that's how it finished, 2-0. Full marks to Wimborne, their first win in 8 today. They never stopped trying. It was a decent performance on a difficult surface. My player of the match, Sam Griffin, but top marks too to Matt Kemble for an excellent first half display in particular. John Blake, as ever, never stopped trying. James Stocco controlled the midfield, and George Webb looking like he was born to play right back. Maybe that's his new position from now on. So all in all, good result for the Magpies. Next up is next Saturday when we're away at Cinderford Town, and maybe we'll see you there. I'm with Steve Cuss after today's 2-0 win over Thatcham Town. Steve, fairly comfortable win?
Yeah, I thought we controlled the game from start to finish, and we got 2 goals. Probably could have got a few more on the day, but I thought we controlled it, and we were never really under threat defensively, and it was a good 3 points for us.
Yeah, first goal took a while coming, but it came in that vital time just before half time. It's a good time to score, isn't it?
I thought we got in behind them 3 or 4 times, behind both full-backs, and it never quite fell for us. But we kept them going, which was a good thing, because the confidence could have drained out of us, but we kept on going, and we deservedly took the lead just before half time. And second half, probably they'd come into it a little bit without threatening us, but you always felt that we had another goal in us, and if it weren't for their keeper, we probably could have won that 3 or 4.
What pleased you most about the win?
It was the fact that we've won today, because there's been so many. I've just said to the players in there's been those games where you would say that we've been the better side, but we've not won the game, and we didn't want it to be that today. I think we were clearly the better side, and we wanted to make sure that we got 3 points, and that's what we got.
I know you don't like picking out players, so I'll pick out a couple. I thought Sam Griffin and Matt Kemble, first half particularly, had a very good outing.
Yeah, I'm pleased for both of them. Sam's learned Southern League football. It's been a good second half of the season for him. I think anybody who's stepped up from the Wessex League to play in the Southern League will tell you it's not an easy thing to do. And I think Sam's got to grips with that second half. He looks a threat, and I think that's his 11th goal of the season, which is a fantastic return. And Matt's always a threat for me, and when he's at his best and he's working hard off of the ball, which he did really well today, and he's done in the last few games, he's a real threat. And he was a little bit unfortunate not to get a goal in the first half today.
And you were able to give Scott Arnold and John Blake a little bit of a rest near the end.
Yeah, it was. The team selection today was a little bit difficult. In terms of I thought the young lads deserved to probably stay in the side, but I also felt that it was probably important off the back of not winning in the last few games that we got our 11 fit senior players out on the pitch, which is why we shuffled it about a little bit to get those on there. But obviously, once the second goal goes in, we were able to ease Scott out of it for a little bit, because he's still got a little groin problem, and John Blake, who's always needed a rest after the effort he puts in.
Yeah. George Webb making that right back spot he's on.
Yeah, it's quality on the ball, George. He's got that ability on the ball, and when you play full back, you often get a lot of time and with a play out in front of you to pick a pass and do the right thing. So, you know, I was confident obviously in do that lots of time for us, and when he was at Bournemouth he played at full back as well, so I was confident he could do that. Obviously from his point of view he gets a little bit worried, you know, defensively if he's up against somebody, but I thought he defended really well against their wide player as well.
Okay, Steve, thanks very much for your time.
Cheers.